Diego, how would you evaluate your play these last couple weeks and the offensive line as a whole last week against South Carolina?
I feel like last week against South Carolina, I feel like we were very prepared up front, but I feel like South Carolina had a really good D-line. They had a really good front seven. So, I just felt like me and all the boys just out there battling, doing the best we could.
What do you think of LSU's defensive line going into this week?
I think they got a really good defensive line. I think they got a good back. I think their whole team's good. So I'm just giving them respect because I feel like they're out there grinding every day like we are. So I feel like their defensive line good. I feel like it's going to be another challenge, just like last week.
Having played against the Kentucky D-line and South Carolina's, which were both very good, do you feel like that's just got y'all as prepared as you can be for what LSU may throw at you?
Yeah, 100%. I just feel like going against, up in the SEC, I feel like everybody's good, everybody can play. So playing against Kentucky got us ready for South Carolina. I guess South Carolina getting us ready for LSU.
How do you feel being more just getting the most reps at left tackle with Jaden obviously not being able to rotate?
I feel like it's good. It's good for me. It's good for him. I'm actually sad that he got hurt. Me and Jaden are really close friends, and so he's just sitting there helping me out, helping me get better every day too. Either if it's from the sideline or if he's telling me about what this player's doing on the field and stuff, he's just helping me out.
With Caleb and Jeremy also out trying to work their way back, how have y'all felt as a room that the depth's kind of been tested through this first part of the season?
I feel like it's great because coming into the fall camp, I feel like everybody in that room can play. So having to get the boys back is good for us because those are veteran guys. So they see stuff I don't see. They've been in this game before. So, I just take everything they tell me and I just listen to it. And I feel like we all do that across the whole line.
With the bye coming so late, next week, but pretty late. How's your body feeling? And I guess just what does an offensive lineman's body look like when you played 8 straight weeks of football? How's everyone feeling?
I feel good. I feel like our coaches, I feel like Coach Kiffin and our strength coaches take really good care of us, really good care of our bodies. So I actually feel pretty good. But a bye week next week is going to be good. Kind of get a little break off because 8 weeks straight is kind of hard, especially coming out of fall camp. But I feel like our coaches do a really good job to keep our bodies fresh, so we're able to ball out on Saturdays.
LSU Ole Miss has been a historic rivalry for a while. As a transfer player, do these rivalries feel different, or how do they feel?
Since I am new, like you said, I'm a transfer, so I don't really feel what they feel for it, but these are all my brothers, and I would trust everything they say. They don't like LSU. It's a rivalry, then I'm going to treat it exactly like a rivalry because at the end of the day, it is football. But I just figured out, this the whole, Magnolia Bowl trophy. So I'm still, new to it. I don't really know, the deep roots about it. But it's a rivalry. It's a rivalry. So just treat every game like that.
How do you prepare for the environment? Because obviously communication is huge on the offensive line.
Yeah. So we know that their stadium's loud. That's all I've been hearing about it loud. So our coaches, out at practice, we try to mimic all the crowd noise, mimic all the sounds and stuff, with these huge speakers. So even out at practice is loud. So you just got to really key in to the quarterback's clap. If you can't hear the clap, you got to watch the ball or something. But just you got to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Is there a game, I guess what's the biggest game you've played in that you could maybe compare the environment to?
Since I've been here? Sorry. Since I've been here or?
Your whole career.
Probably last week in Clemson, maybe, because when we played at Clemson, it was very loud, and we had to actually start going on silent count. But last week, it was probably the loudest stadium I played in. There's a lot of people in there, and it was loud coming in there. It was loud. So I just feel like you just got to key in. You got to really focus, really, really focus on that clap.
I'm working on a story, Diego, about the basketball hoop on the sidelines, and not obviously built for an offensive lineman to necessarily get a ton of dunks, but what do you think about the hoop?
I feel like it's awesome. It just shows how much fun we can have as a team, when we do cool stuff like scoring stuff, you should be able to celebrate on the sidelines. So I just feel like the basketball goal is a key to it. I love it.
When you came here, was having fun part of the pitch? I've heard multiple transfers use that word, hey, it's fun here. I'm curious if it surprised you or if that was kind of part of the pitch.
Believe it or not, watching Ole Miss play last year, I'm watching, when I was at my other school, is you could see that they have fun. They have fun winning. They do it the right way, and I just feel like that's what it's about, Because that's what we play football as a kid, because it's fun. So I feel like Coach Kiffin does a good job of, letting us have fun and letting us just ball out.
And also, I think the last thing on that is the part that isn't talked about as much with the basketball hoop is, wasn't there like a coach's game on here that went viral in preseason meetings or something? I'm curious if you were there for that, or it was a while ago, but what do you remember about that?
It's just awesome. It just shows, like, because, we're in fall camp. Everybody's feeling, the regular fall camp vibe. And Coach Kiffin came in there, and we had this basketball goal that was sitting right here, and we just called the coaches down. And it's just, it's fun. It's just something to make everybody laugh, get together, I think it was a good thing. It, like, boosted everybody's spirits up again during fall camp.
Who would have the best dunk of the offensive lineman?
I'm going to say me, but let's just be honest. I'd probably give it to Jaden Williams, athletic freak. So I feel like he can probably pull something out of the bag. Yeah. And then me, 360.
You have a dunk in mind? If there's, I don't know if there's something in the playbook with your name on it on the goal line or something, but would you have one in mind?
Just know I'm going to have a good dunk. It's going to go viral for sure. I might miss, though, honestly. I can't get up that high.
Any more questions for Diego? Very good. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.